In the height of the Cold War, beneath the vast and silent waters of the Pacific Ocean, a Soviet submarine vanished under mysterious circumstances. In March 1968, the K-129, a ballistic missile submarine of the Soviet Navy, failed to report back to base. On board were nuclear-armed missiles and highly sensitive cryptographic materials, assets of immense strategic value. The Soviet Union launched an extensive search across the Pacific, but despite their efforts, the submarine seemed to disappear without a trace, swallowed by the depths of the ocean. Unbeknownst to Moscow, the United States had been closely monitoring Soviet naval activity. Using a sophisticated network of underwater listening systems, American intelligence analysts detected acoustic signals consistent with a submarine disaster. After careful analysis, the U.S. Navy was able to narrow down the probable location of the wreck. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, at a depth of nearly 5,000 meters, the remains of K-129 were finally identified. What followed was not a rescue mission, but a bold and highly classified plan to retrieve the wreckage and the secrets it carried. The operation, later known as Project Azorian, was led by the Central Intelligence Agency. Its objective was unprecedented: to lift a Soviet ballistic missile submarine from one of the deepest parts of the ocean floor. The technical challenges alone were staggering. No vessel at the time had the capability to recover such a massive object from such extreme depths. But beyond engineering, the mission demanded absolute secrecy. Any discovery by the Soviet Union could have triggered a major international crisis. To conceal the true purpose of the operation, the CIA turned to an unlikely partner, billionaire industrialist Howard Hughes. Known for his ventures in aviation and engineering, Hughes provided the perfect cover. Under his name, a massive ship was commissioned, the Hughes Glomar Explorer. Publicly, it was presented as a revolutionary deep-sea mining vessel designed to harvest valuable minerals from the ocean floor. This explanation attracted global attention, but few questioned its true purpose. Behind the scenes, however, the vessel was anything but ordinary. It was equipped with a complex system of pipes and a massive mechanical capture device, often referred to as a claw. This apparatus was designed to descend thousands of meters below the surface, latch onto a section of the sunken submarine, and lift it back to the surface in complete secrecy. Engineers and scientists worked for years to make this concept a reality, pushing the limits of technology and deep-sea exploration. In 1974, after years of planning and construction, the Hughes Glomar Explorer sailed to the designated recovery site in the Pacific Ocean. The operation began with extreme caution. Piece by piece, the recovery system was lowered into the ocean, descending slowly into the dark, high-pressure environment below. Every movement had to be precise. The margin for error was almost non-existent. Finally, the claw reached the ocean floor and engaged with the wreckage of K-129. Against all odds, it successfully secured a portion of the submarine. The long and delicate process of lifting it to the surface then began. For days, the massive structure was slowly raised through thousands of meters of water, placing enormous strain on both the equipment and the fragile remains of the submarine itself. But as the wreckage neared the surface, disaster struck. Part of the submarine broke apart under the stress and fell back into the depths, lost once again to the ocean floor. What remained in the grasp of the recovery system was only a portion of the original target. Despite the setback, the operation was not a failure. The recovered sections still held valuable intelligence, offering insights into Soviet naval technology and capabilities during a critical period of geopolitical tension. Throughout the mission, secrecy remained paramount. The crew operated under strict instructions, and the true objective of the Hughes Glomar Explorer was known only to a select few. Even as the ship carried out its mission in international waters, the Soviet Union remained unaware of the full extent of what was taking place beneath them. For years, Project Azorian remained one of the most closely guarded secrets of the United States. It was not until the mid-1970s, following investigative reporting and media exposure, that details of the operation began to surface. When questioned, officials famously responded with what became known as the Glomar response, neither confirming nor denying the existence of the mission. Today, Project Azorian stands as one of the most ambitious and daring intelligence operations ever attempted. It combined cutting-edge engineering, strategic deception, and high-stakes espionage on a scale never seen before. Beneath the surface of the ocean, far from public view, a silent battle for information unfolded, one that reflected the intensity and ingenuity of the Cold War itself.